and welcome to this Earnings Central special show. Now, two of the major banking, banks have rather reported their first quarter numbers. Let's start with HDFC Bank, where the net profits grew more than 12% on a year-on-year basis, while the asset quality showed some seasonal weakness. The bank has also approved a special interim dividend and its first ever bonus issue, with the board approving allotment of shares in a 1:1 ratio. Gaurav joins us now with the fine print of the numbers. Gaurav, profits that beat our estimates despite the increase in provisions.
Well, as you said, profits were actually stronger for the bank. But on the other hand, asset quality is something that we will be watching out for. So let's look at the numbers first. Net interest income increased almost by 5% on a year-on-year basis, which is actually in line with what the street is expecting. Now, in this quarter, there was an impact of HDB sale worth 9,000 crore rupees. That came in other income. If we exclude that and if we compare the pre-provisional operating profit, that increased almost by 11% on a year-on-year basis, which was again in line, or rather we could say a little better than what the street is expecting. Now, when it comes to provision, what they have done is that they have created floating provision of 9,000 crore rupees. Now, this we can look at it in this way, that they have got 9,000 crore rupees, 9,000 crores from the HDB sale, and they have made a provision of floating provision of 9,000 crores of the same amount. If we exclude that, again, there was a sharp spike in provision. That is something that we will be watching out on. In fact, when we talk about gross NPAs, they have increased almost to 1.4%. We saw some spike in net NPAs as well. But if we exclude that and if we go to the profitability, we saw 12% growth on a year-on-year basis. Now, this was actually better than what the street was expecting. Net interest margins, there also we saw a little bit of weakness. It came in at around 3.35% versus the street's expectation somewhere in the range of 3.4%. On the other hand, there is another update from the result, which is different than the numbers. Now, they have declared special dividend of 5 rupees per share, and they have also declared bonus issue in the ratio of 1:1. So that is something that may cheer investors. But as a result, and when we talk about numbers, some good numbers. On the other hand, some weakness in the asset quality is what we saw from HDFC Bank in this quarter.
Well, yes, Gaurav, hopefully that bonus issue, perhaps might cheer the investors, but do stay on.